Hello, my lovely rose garden, and welcome to Roselin Rants. I'm Avalon.
And I'm Ray.
And we are back with Gray, and we're on the last part of this chapter. I can't believe that there are 2 chapters in this book that are 50 pages long.
That's stupid. I hate that.
And it's still going to be a bit of a slog to get to the end
I
here.
saw. One sec. I thought I saw.
Like there's some emails I think later.
Oh no.
But yeah, we still have a good 15 pages or more to go.
Let's go.
So, boy, well, we gotta give people a chance to hop on the stream first before we get started. Because we're starting right in the middle of one of the famously boring sex scenes. I don't want to. I don't want to. I might accidentally reread a little bit that we read last time because I think I had marked the line that we were on, but then I moved the bookmark, so oops.
You moved the bookmark? Why?
Because I forgot, because I don't remember anything.
I think we were...
I know we were like here. Down... Yeah, I remember you're gonna have to learn to keep still. That was the last thing I remember.
I think we were on this last paragraph, but if you want to reread back just a little...
Oh, no, okay, yeah. I remember the pebble nipples. Because I remember thinking, I am so glad that they're pebbles and not elongating.
Yeah.
What a strange description that was. Oh, I hated that. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap. It's the end of my spring break, so...
We capped it off with a nap.
Yeah. As I deserve, as I should, I deserve a little nap. Whenever. There should just be, like, well, no, there should not be public napping spots, because who would keep up with washing the bedding?
And also, for a multitude of other reasons.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you know, a bench could be a napping spot. But then they started making those anti-homeless benches, which hurt everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone should be against anything that harms homeless people. Or unhoused people, or whatever the term is now.
Unhoused, yeah.
Yeah. We should all be against that. Because A, don't be a dick. And B, they're not useful for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone suffers when you put in shit like that. Anyway, okay. That's my brief little interlude rant before we get going. I feel that it's relevant because Christian Grey is a billionaire, and I get the feeling that the people who do shit like that, it's usually billionaires funding that kind of stuff because it ruins their aesthetic or whatever. Oh, one thing before we do get started. Become a supporter to suggest silly names. Not this time. This time, anyone can put a silly name in the chat. But we are hopefully going to be going back to doing these as pre-recorded videos after this. I needed to just get into it and didn't really have time to record and edit and everything on the first part of this chapter. And once you do the first part of a chapter in one format, I just want to do the rest of the chapter in the same format. So it'll be back to being pre-recorded after this. So if you want your name to be on screen, like it is now, scrolling through, and you want to suggest names for us to use, being a supporter on Patreon or Ko-fi will be the way to do that. Also want to celebrate a switch up in our members. Carlotta bumped up to the bouquet rank. So you will see her name is now surrounded by roses and looks very nice. Bouquet is our highest tier, so we do a little bit extra for our bouquet members. But yeah, yay, support a queer indie author and a queer indie illustrator making stuff for you guys. And you get a bunch of other cool stuff if you become supporters as well. So don't forget that. I wish I could forget this. Let's get started. Lift your arms and put them around my head, I order, my lips brushing her neck. She does as she's told, and her breasts lift farther into my palms.
Boobies.
Okay, I'm having a hard time. Is he behind her? Like, again, it's been a while.
Mhm.
It's been a week.
I don't know. It doesn't matter, really, does it?
No, it doesn't. She twists her fingers into my hair the way I like, and she tugs.
Ah, that feels so good.
Her head lolls to the side, and I take advantage, kissing her where her pulse hammers beneath her skin. I murmur in appreciation. I feel like it's been a while since I pulled out the Chamberlain. I feel like there's significantly fewer M's in this book
Yeah.
than in some others that we've done.
Yeah.
I murmur in appreciation, my fingers teasing and tugging at her nipples. Okay, they haven't elongated yet. Start placing your bets. Are they gonna elongate?
How long are these nipples gonna get?
She groans, arching her back. Winnie's bothered by this. Winnie's gonna go on her scratching post about it. We're reading not safe. That's what NSFW means, by the way. It's not safe for Winnie. So think about things before you post content that Winnie would not approve of. She's just staring
Tag
at
it
us
accordingly.
from her tower right now.
Which includes other cats.
Other cats, other animals in general that
Yeah.
are getting our attention.
Yeah. Just not safe for Winnie at all.
Not safe for Winnie at all. Crinkly bags.
Crinkly bags.
Not safe for Winnie.
Small pools of water.
Including a single drop.
Yes.
Not safe for Winnie. My parents apparently. Not safe for Winnie.
Not safe for Winnie.
Your mom is okay, but your dad is not.
Yeah.
Your dad's kind of loud. So
Yeah. I mean, my mom is even louder than my dad, but
I don't know why.
It's arbitrary.
Yeah.
It's arbitrary. Winnie doesn't care.
Anyway. Oh, we got a name coming up, so please put some name suggestions in the chat, or I'm just going to have to get creative on the fly. Who knows what will happen? She groans, arching her back, pushing her perfect tits even farther into my hands. Shall I make you come this way? Shut up. Like, I get that she is, like, the easiest person to get to come, like, ever. But shut up. Her body bows a little more. You like this, don't you, sticky wicket? I'm getting a lot of M's today. M's in the chat. Tell me, I insist, continuing my sensual assault on her nipples.
Yes.
She breathes. Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
Good girl. Thank you, J. Louisa. Gently, I pinch and twist my fingers, and her body bucks convulsively against me while she moans, her hands tugging harder at my hair. I don't think you're ready to come yet. And I still my hands, just holding her breasts, while my teeth tug at her earlobe. Besides, you've displeased me, so perhaps I won't let you come at all. I knead her breasts, and my fingers return my attention to her nipples, twisting and tugging. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it. She groans and grinds her ass against my erection. So, he's behind her, and she's reaching up and behind and pulling. Okay, I guess that works. Shifting my hands to her hips, I hold her steady and glance down at her panties. Cotton, white, easy. Now, what makes them easier than any other pair of panties, aside from the fact that there is not a belt and a lock attached? I hook my fingers into them and stretch them as far as they'll go. Dude, don't stretch those out.
Don't fuck up our panties, man.
Then push my thumbs through the seam at the back. They tear apart in my hands. Asshole! What a dick!
Deck!
I'm sorry. I love Kaylin Conrad so much.
That's not a Galen Conrad reference. That was what he was referencing. Or they were referencing.
Oh, are Kaylin's pronouns they, them?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like whatever.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware.
Anyway.
Oh.
I don't know what the reference... I just know from Kaylin Conrad's channel. What a jerk, though. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Just ripped her fucking panties in half. Rude as hell.
First you sell her car, then you rip her panties. They tear apart in my hands, and I throw them at DuckTales' feet. She gasps. I trace my fingers around her ass and insert one into her vagina. She's wet, very wet. Oh yes, my sweet girl is ready. Okay, and I know that we have had a policy previously of not ripping into the writing on these scenes too much because...
Writing sex is hard.
Yeah, and if you're not in the mood to read something like this, it's all gonna sound corny and stupid pretty much. But I feel like there's gotta be better ways than this. Because this is pretty bad. I spin her around and slip my finger into my mouth. No, wait, sorry.
Salty.
What?
Ugh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Without going into details, not the adjective I would use, but okay. You taste so fine, deployable nipples. Her lips part and her eyes darken with want. I think she's a little shocked. Undress me. I keep my eyes on hers. She tilts her head, processing my command, but hesitates. You can do it, I encourage her. What? She lifts her hands, and all of a sudden, I think she's going to touch me, and I'm not ready. Shit! Instinctively, I grab her hands. Oh, no, not the t-shirt. Well, that's on you for giving a shitty command, then.
Yeah, you gotta be specific.
You said undress her. She started with the shirt. That's a pretty normal place for people to start.
Yep.
That's on you. You're a shit dom. You don't know how to give orders. Also, oh no. Your Macrotaw is sick. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope you feel better.
And Michelle.
And Michelle too. Oh no. I hope you guys feel better. Thanks for showing up anyway. I hope, laughter is the best medicine. I hope that this helps. I want her on top. We've not done this yet, and she may lose her balance, so I'll need the t-shirt for protection. Okay. You may need to touch me for what I have planned. Again, you're not giving a clear idea of what it is that you want. How is your sub supposed to follow your commands when your commands are this vague? She starts to do what she thinks you want, and then you correct her, so now she feels like she's done something wrong. This is bad. You're bad at this. I release one of her hands, but the other I place over my erection, which is fighting for space in my jeans. Fighting what? This is the effect you have on me, Freddy Fazbear. Oh, sorry, I'm missing some names here.
You're skipping around.
It's hard to glance over at the chat and see. But I will get to them all.
Macrota, I assume that your name is a joke on Fusroda. That's my only guess. Is it a reference to that?
We're old. She inhales, gazing at her hand. Then her fingers tighten around my cock, and she glances up at me with appreciation. I grin. I want to be inside you. Take my jeans off. You're in charge. What? Unclear directions.
He's so bad at this.
Is she in charge? Like, what is she in charge of specifically? Give her something like, okay, I want to be inside you. Okay, you still have not explained to her that you want her to straddle and be on top. At no point have you told her this. You need to explain what you want. You need to communicate. God, I hate this. There's a trans dom sub book that's so much better than this that I read recently. It can't be fucking worse, but please leave your rec in the comments so that everyone can see it. Anyhow, let's keep going with this. What are you going to do with me? My voice is husky. Her face transforms, bright with delight, and before I can react, she pushes me. I laugh as I fall onto the bed, mainly at her bravado, but also because she touched me and I didn't panic. I'm gonna scream.
You probably wouldn't have to worry about this if you sat down parameters beforehand.
Those soft and hard limits that we've spent a lot of this chapter talking about, maybe you could explain to her why touching in specific areas bothers you, and
also outline those specific limits with fucking lipstick for some reason.
Yeah. She removes my shoes, then my socks, but she's all fingers and thumbs, reminding me of the interview and her attempts to set up the recorder.
She's all fingers and thumbs? You mean she has hands?
Yeah, the expression is all thumbs.
Yeah. Not
fingers and thumbs. Because fingers and thumbs are what you use to take off shoes and pants and socks.
You need all those fingers.
That's kind of... God, I hate this. I watch her, amused, aroused, wondering what she'll do next. It's going to be one hell of a task for her to remove my jeans while I'm lying down. Not really.
She'll just have you lift up, like a baby when you're changing them.
Stepping out of her pump, she crawls up the bed, sits astride the top of my thighs, and slips her fingers beneath the waistband of my jeans. I close my eyes and flex my hips, enjoying shameless cabin fever. You'll have to learn to keep still, she castigates me and tugs at my pubic hair. Ow.
Yank.
No.
Don't do that.
Ah, so bold, ma'am.
Yes, lemon mint cough drop. I tease through clenched teeth. In my pocket, condom. Her eyes flash with obvious delight. I feel like delight was used really recently. And her fingers rifle through my pocket, diving deep, brushing my erection.
And then she steals his credit card and makes her way out into the night.
God, don't I wish.
And the rest of the book is like him trying to track her down for his stolen credit card, and she's just draining all of his accounts as fast as she possibly could.
Convert to cash, convert to cash, convert to cash. I'm pretty sure I read or watched something that had that premise of like a woman tying a man up because we're gonna have like a kinky time, and then just stealing his wallet once he's tied up. I'm 100%. That has been done. That is a thing in media that I have seen or heard somewhere.
It reminds me vaguely of our first D&D session. I'm all like, my character would do that. Yes, we're going to have a very sexy time.
By which I mean
Bye.
me and your credit card are gonna have a very sexy time at Barnes & Noble.
Barnes and Noble and the realtors. Goodbye.
Anyway. I feel so bad using the voice that I use for Silver, mostly. But at the same time, it's so fun.
She would be so offended.
Well, I don't know. I feel like the voice I use for Silver in our posted videos is a little bit more airy than the one I use when it's just us reading.
Yeah, when it's just us reading, it's
a little more mean.
Full Winnie voice.
Anyway, she produces both foil packets and tosses them onto the bed beside me. 2 of them. Her fumbling fingers reach for the button on my waistband, and after 2 attempts, she undoes it.
Does she not know how to undo jean pants?
She's so horny, she can't even undo pants.
I'm sorry, I've never been so horny. I've been unable to undo my pants. I don't think that's a thing.
If anything, I feel like I get better at it.
Yeah.
I don't even really think about it. I just blink and they're gone. But okay.
They suddenly turn into like those Velcro pants that you can just...
Apparently her panties did. Jesus.
No, her panties are just ripped in half. Because he's the fucking Incredible Hulk. He's all like, I don't know how to take these off. Rip. Imagine what he does with bras.
He's Buddy trying to open that Ziploc bag. We can make anything about Cinderella Boy if we try.
This is a self-defense mechanism.
Her naivety is captivating. It's obvious that she's never done this before. Another first. And it's fucking arousing. So eager, throat coat tea, I tease. She yanks down my zipper and pulling at my waistband gives me a look of frustration. I try hard not to laugh.
Yeah, baby. How are you gonna get these off me now?
What if she just rips him in
He
half?
just pulled at his waistband. Is it not giving... Are they like the skinniest of skinny jeans?
What if she just rips him in half like the Hulk? And he's like, those were like $1,000 designer jeans. And she's like, they're gone now.
Oh well, you're a billionaire. Who cares?
You ripped up my panties, bitch.
You sold my car.
I just want her to take her well-earned revenge for the car and also her underwear because that was unnecessary.
Oh, sorry, I already read that. Shuffling down my legs, she tugs at my jeans, concentrating hard, looking adorable, and I decide to help her out. I can't keep still if you're going to bite that lip, I say while arching my hips, lifting them off the bed. Rising up on her knees, she pulls down my jeans and boxers, and I kick them off onto the floor.
She's literally like, what, was he like petulantly being all like, no, you can't lift up my hips, I'm a manly man, I'm too strong for you. It's like, this really is like changing a toddler. Where it's like, I don't want to be changed.
And once again, the uncomfortable...
Yeah.
I really
I'll
wish
only let you change me when I want to be changed. I've got my Spider-Man pajama pants on. I don't want them to be gone. I don't want to get ready for school.
I don't know if it's the headache or the writing, but I really just wish that they had just...
They should have just...
He should have just had a mommy kink.
Yeah.
I guess that's not, like, sexy enough
Also,
or
I feel
whatever for
like...
the actual moms reading this, but...
Listen. Your hips aren't, like, the strongest part of you.
They really aren't.
So...
It's not that hard.
I feel like it would have been better for him to be like, oh, I'm gonna make sure she can't. And she just pulls him off anyway, and he's like, oh.
Or maybe that's a little hot actually that she can manhandle him a bit. Like, you know, anything. Give us anything that
like
isn't.
She works at a hardware store, so
give us
like,
anything not cis heteronormative, please.
Even if she's not, loading and unloading, she's still carrying boxes and stuff to the front for like unpacking and whatnot. Like
just a crumb of queerness, please. And I don't care that they're both assumedly heterosexual. Kink is queer.
Yeah.
Kink is queer culture. Kink is a sexual minority.
Anything not cis heteronormative, where she's just a weak little baby woman who needs to be taken care of by big strong He-Man is queer in a way.
Well, I mean, just, going into queer history, kinky people have been oppressed.
Yeah.
There have been laws passed to outlaw their specific sex acts. They have marched with the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
They have a pride flag.
Yeah.
Like, kink is queer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the big issues I have with this book, is that it's the most cis, hetero, amatonormative thing on the fucking planet.
Yeah, they really tried to make kink for
conservative straight people.
For the most boring people who have the most boring sex you've ever seen in your life.
Anyway, we gotta keep going.
Yeah.
She sits across me, eyeing my cock and licking her lips.
Wow.
She looks hot, her dark hair falling in soft waves around her breasts. Now what are you going to do? I whisper. Her eyes flick to my face, and she reaches up and grasps me firmly, squeezing hard, her thumb brushing over the tip.
Jesus.
She leans down, and I'm in her mouth. She sucks hard, and my body flexes beneath her. Jeez, the Green Goblin. Steady. I hiss through my teeth, but she shows no mercy as she fillets me again and again. Her enthusiasm is disarming. Her tongue is up and down, and I'm in and out of her mouth to the back of her throat, her lips tight around me. It's an overwhelming, erotic vision. I could come just watching her. Stop, J. Jonah Jameson. Stop. I don't want to come. I need pictures of Spider-Man.
I'm just over here but she's topping, so she gets to choose whether you come or not.
Yeah, you said she's in charge. Of what? You didn't say.
The whole thing is that you might not want to come, but you're gonna.
That's the fun part. Like, every time they approach something that's kind of fun to do with kink, they're just like, no. And I'm like, that's the fun part. She sits up, her mouth moist.
Surprise orgasm is fun.
And her eyes two dark pools directed down at me. Your innocence and enthusiasm are very disarming.
What?
I don't...
She just sucked your cock, dude. Why are you calling her innocent? This is once again the other thing of this feels like a daddy dom little girl thing. There's either a daddy dom little girl or
mommy.
Or mommy cake.
The two types of women that are allowed to exist.
And Michelle Wink's force femme would fix him. I agree with you. I think that Christian Grey should be force femmed. I think force femming would fix any horrible man.
He needs to listen to those sissy hypno pod right now.
Yep.
Oh man, I didn't do a femboy fit today. I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap. Shut up.
But right now, I want to fuck you so I can see you.
You on top. That's what we need to do. Here, put this on. I place a condom in her hands. She examines it with consternation, then rips the packet open with her teeth. She's keen. She removes the condom and looks to me for direction.
Dude, you just told her that you don't want to do this, and this, but you also said, well, you're on top. You're in charge. Pick a struggle, bitch.
Again, he's just really bad at this.
He's being bossy, even though he says that she's topping. And I'm like, no, you're just topping from the bottom, asshole.
Pinch the top, then roll it down. You don't want any air in the end of that sucker.
Also, I know that she literally came into being outside of his office for the very first time, but you learned about this in sex ed. Out of all of the things that, like, you can say about the American school system, especially their sex ed system, they at least teach you how to put on a condom.
Mine didn't.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, that
it really varies based on location and district.
Yeah, well,
mine literally all they did was like the whole here's how babies are made and here's all the STDs with really graphic images of what it'll do to your junk. And that's it. That's all we got. We got the scare them into abstinence one, and we are not in.
Was that the elementary school one or the high school one?
The elementary school one, you know, because it comes in stages. So, and bear in mind, I'm not going to reveal our exact location, but we're in what's considered one of the more progressive states.
Yeah, we are in a progressive state. But...
So here's the education that I got, and
we
granted,
both grew up in a progressive area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is still what I got in my district.
Okay.
In elementary school, we only learned about stuff like periods.
Mm.
And, well, they separated us by gender.
Yeah.
Ha.
Ha.
And you thought.
And I'm just over here like, I get to look at boobs for like multiple hours.
Lucky for you.
Exciting for me.
So I was in with the quote-unquote girls, and we learned about how periods work. And I think we both got the same. I think it didn't matter which group you were with.
Well,
because we did also learn about...
It was mostly like a biology thing.
Yeah.
Where it's all like...
It was like an anatomy lesson.
When you're entering puberty, this is how your body will change. And and it had nothing to do with sex.
Yeah, like we learned about periods, and we also learned about like just some very like bare bones basics about erections, and that they can just kind of happen randomly.
Okay, wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut into you.
You've been doing that. So.
Okay, wait a second. So I want to ask about your high school schedule because I had four classes. How many classes did you have a day?
Yeah, same. I had the block schedule.
Okay.
4 a day.
Okay. Because I was all like, maybe that's why I didn't go into it. Because, yeah, I had like a whole quarter of my day taken up by health class.
I did too.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah. Because, you know, our districts weren't far apart.
Yeah.
We didn't go to high school together, but...
No, yeah. We didn't go to the same district.
Close by.
We were neighboring districts.
So anyway. So, yeah. So that was elementary school.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Middle school was, here's all the STDs. Because they just really wanted to scare you off from having sex at all.
I don't even remember. Maybe it was in 8th grade, and that was why I didn't get it.
Yeah, it was 8th grade.
Yeah, I didn't get...
Because you were homeschooled that year.
Yeah, and then my mom just plopped the joy of sex in my lap, and she's like, here you go, child. And I'm like, okay.
And then in high school, we got the... You know, here, watch on the Discovery Channel, here's a woman giving birth. It looks awful. And that sure didn't leave any lasting trauma for me. But mainly it was like, how horrible. Like, our health class was mainly focused on, like, drugs and alcohol.
I wonder...
Because that was kind of a bigger problem where I lived.
Yeah, I was all like, maybe that's why. Because I grew up in, like, kind of, you know, a very, like... chill suburban area.
And I grew up in the ghetto.
Yeah, pretty much. So they were just all like, okay, we'll actually like give you information, I guess. And I'm trying to scare you straight.
And I'm not saying that to be like joking or funny.
Yeah, your house
I grew up in the ghetto.
Your house got shot at, like.
Yeah, like you couldn't go outside after dark where I lived.
Yeah.
And, you know, multiple things happened, like, you know, when I was a kid, it was fine because I was always with my parents and you don't notice things, but but then I grew up and I'm like, oh, that smell is not skunks. And
well, I mean, that was also around where I was, but well, I don't think anyone cared.
Never mind, because that's a bad example. Weed's not that big of a deal, but like, I personally don't like it, but moreover, the kids at the high school that I was supposed to go to, based on my area code, were smoking crack. Not hyperbole. So,
yeah. Well,
I was in the ghetto.
As someone who did eventually work at your district, they had a very unkind name for your high school, so your high school was especially bad. So,
Oh, my high school, the one that I went to was better than the one I was supposed to go to, and they still have a very unkind name for the one I went to.
yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the office, the people who work there have an internal unkind name. But yeah.
So no, we didn't. All that to say, my class did not teach us how to put on condoms.
Okay, well,
they really should have.
She
because...
grew up in fucking Portland or whatever,
or
Seattle, Portland.
Portland.
Yeah, she grew up in Portland, or thereabouts that area.
And
she grew up in so that means it was a fairly affluent area. She should have gone to a school that taught her how to put a fucking condom on, even if it was on a goddamn banana.
Well, and regardless of that, like, you know, let's say that her parents opted her out of that or whatever. I don't see that happening, but fine, whatever. She had a very sexually active roommate.
Yeah.
I feel that Kate, but if no one else, Kate would have taught her
But
how.
once again, this is all moot, because we know that she coalesced into existence outside of his building. Had never experienced, like, anything.
We're never gonna get through this fucking chapter.
You know what? Maybe we're not meant to.
Is this the end?
Maybe this is the end. Anyway.
She nods and does exactly that. Sorry, I just took a drink of soda. Absorbed in her task, concentrating hard, her tongue peeking between her lips.
It's not that deep, girl.
Christ, you're killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. I exclaim through clenched teeth. When she's... Oh, sorry. Christ, you're killing me. When she's done, she sits back and admires her handiwork. Or me. I'm not quite sure, but I don't care. Now, I want to be buried inside you. I sit up suddenly, so we're face to face, surprising her. Like this, I whisper, and wrapping my arm around her, I lift her. With my other hand, I position my cock and lower her slowly onto me. My breath escapes from my body as her eyes close and pleasure thrums noisily in her throat. That's right, baby. Feel me. All of me.
She feels so good.
I hate the... I'm not going to pretend like I never do the periods between every word for emphasis, but usually not here.
Yeah.
Not in internal thoughts. I hold her, letting her get used to the feel of me, like this, inside her. It's deep this way. My voice is hoarse as I flex and tilt my pelvis, pushing deeper into her. Her head lolls as she moans. Again, she breathes, and she opens her eyes, and they blaze into mine, wanton, willing. I love that she loves this. I do as I am asked, and she moans again, throwing back her head, her hair tumbling in a riot over her shoulders. Slowly, I recline onto the bed to watch the show. See, there you go. That wasn't terrible writing. You can do it.
Good job. You did it.
You move. Insert quippy line here. Up and down, how you want. Take my hands. I hold them out and she grabs them, steadying herself on top of me. Slowly, she eases herself up, then sinks back down onto me. My breath is coming in short, sharp pants as I restrain myself. She lifts herself again, and this time I raise my hips to meet her as she comes down.
Oh, yeah.
Closing my eyes, I savor every delicious inch of her. Together we find our rhythm as she rides me, over and over and over. She looks fantastic, her breasts bouncing. Her breasts bounce boobily? Her hair swinging, her mouth slack as she absorbs each stab of pleasure. Her eyes meet mine, full of carnal need and wonder. God, she's beautiful. She cries out as her body takes over. She's almost there, so I tighten my grip on her hands, and she ignites around me. I grab her hips, holding her as she shouts incoherently through her orgasm.
I will say something sort of nice. in the time that from the first book to this book, E.L. James has gotten slightly better at writing sex scenes.
Yeah,
there is more
this is better
emotionality in the writing here. So that is one nice thing I can say, is that E.L. James improved her sex scenes. They're still kind of boring, but the writing of them is better.
Yeah, like, I'm actually finding a few lines here that I don't hate. There was even a part that I actually was like, oh, that's actually kind of a nice description. Improvement is possible.
If you just believe.
You can go from an F to a D-. Maybe even a solid D. But Then I tighten my hold on her hips and silently lose myself as I explode inside her. Like some kind of insect.
She just, like, explodes into confetti.
She flops down onto my
Pop
chest.
like a balloon.
She flops down onto my chest, and I lie panting beneath her. She's touching your chest, though, aren't you? Okay, we'll get there.
Whatever.
My God, she's a good fuck.
We lie together for a moment, her weight a comfort. She stirs and nuzzles me through my shirt, then splays her hand on top of my chest. The darkness slithers. Those who slither in the dark. Oh no.
See, I just imagined fucking Venom.
It is kind of a Spider-Man themed episode today. Quick and strong into my chest, into my throat, threatening to suffocate and choke me.
No, don't touch me.
I grab her hand and bring her knuckles to my lips, then roll over on top of her so she's no longer able to touch me. Don't, I plead, and kiss her lips as I dampen down my fear. Why don't you like to be touched? Because I'm... Oh, here it comes, guys. Here it fucking comes. Because I'm 50 shades of fucked up, obnoxiously loud motorcycle at 3 a.m.
Motorcycle?
Motorcycle coon.
What needed you the most?
Motorcycle coon. After years and years of therapy, it's the only thing I know to be true. I feel like you've had pretty bad therapists. Her eyes widen, inquisitive. She's thirsty for more information, but she doesn't need to know this shit. I had a very tough introduction to life. I don't want to burden you with the details. Just don't. I gently... That's all you had to say before.
I know we just fucked, but I'm gonna trauma dump on you now.
Well, he's not going for the full trauma dump here, but
still,
like, was that so hard? That was 3 sentences.
Mm-hmm.
She asked you before, like, and I mean, granted, I will give him something here. He doesn't need to have trauma to just not like something. Yeah. And if he tells her that he does not want to do that, then that should be good enough.
Yeah, but, like, he also has been super vague about just
anything?
His limits at all. He's just all like, I don't want to be touched. But some touches he likes, and it's like, maybe just, I don't know, with some lipstick or something.
Maybe you could just say, hey, please don't touch my chest.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, this is part of what's, and again, this is an abuse tactic to keep people on their toes and guessing so they can't relax and feel safe. But, like you said, some things he likes. Like, he likes when she tugs on his hair a little bit.
Yeah.
That's touching. So she has no frame of reference for what touch is okay and what touch isn't, because he won't just clarify.
And also,
where.
just in general, when you're having sex, touching is going to happen. So if you have a solid frame of reference as to what touches are okay and what touches aren't, then it's a severely less, like, anxiety-inducing exercise.
It's almost like communicating with your partners is really important, especially in any kind of kink situation. I gently brush my nose against hers, and, withdrawing from her, I sit up and remove the condom and drop it by the bed. No! Put it in the wastebasket! Ew! There's just cum on the floor now. Did you even tie it off? I think that's all the very basics covered. How was that? For a moment she seems distracted, then she tilts her head to one side and smiles. If you imagine for 1 minute that I think you ceded control to me, well, you haven't taken into account my GPA, but thank you for the illusion. It wasn't even an illusion, hon. Undercooked spaghetti, you're not just a pretty face. You've had 6 orgasms so far, and all of them belong to me. No. Why does that mere fact make me glad? Because you're a possessive asshole. Her eyes stray to the ceiling, and a fleeting guilty expression crosses her face.
What's this?
Do you have something to tell me? I ask. She hesitates. I had a dream this morning. Oh? I came in my sleep. She flings her arm over her face, hiding from me, embarrassed. I'm stunned by her confession, but aroused and delighted too.
Sensual creature.
You have also shamed her out of not masturbating, though, in your contract. So, yeah, she's going to feel shame because you're an abusive asshole.
She peeks over her arm. Does she expect me to be angry?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you put in your fucking contract that you don't want her masturbating. You sack of shit.
And also because you get angry all the time for no reason.
Yeah.
If this bothers you, then you need to change your behavior. In your sleep, I clarify.
Woke me up,
she whispers. I'm sure it did. I'm fascinated. What were you dreaming about? As if there is any answer that she could give other than one that wouldn't get her yelled at.
You,
she says in a small voice.
She should have said
Me.
Mr. Darcy.
Real and true. What was I doing? She hides beneath her arm again. I hate that I somewhat relate to this scene, though. Deku block. Except the person that I was dreaming about was infinitely better. So, like, by multiple magnitudes of 10. Like, just trillions of times better. But that's all I'll say on that topic. Merbian crazy face, what was I doing? I won't ask you again. Why is she so embarrassed? Her dreaming about me is endearing. You had a riding crop, she mumbles. I move her arm so I can see her face. Really? Yes. Her face is bright red. The research must be affecting her in a good way. I smile down at her. There's hope for you yet. I have several riding crops. Brown-plated leather? Her voice is tinged with quiet optimism. I laugh. No, but I'm sure I could get one. See, this is actually kind of cute if it wasn't these two.
Yeah.
This is charming. Because she's showing enthusiasm and interest. It sounds like she has something she would like to do and is sharing it. Like, yeah, she's a little embarrassed, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's normal.
This is fine. This is okay. If it was all like this, I could do it.
But alas, it's not.
I give her a swift kiss and stand to dress. Fresh, tasty Sky Squiddies does the same, pulling on sweatpants and a camisole. Collecting the condom off the floor, I nod it quickly. He didn't tie it off before he dropped it! Ew! 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 Now that she's agreed to be mine, she needs contraception. I know it's in the contract, but it's gross. You don't get to make medical decisions for her. That's her body. If she wants contraception, then she should get to choose what form of contraception she takes. And if that form of contraception is condoms and nothing else, not advised, but valid, it's her choice, then that should be good enough for you.
Yep.
Fully dressed, she sits cross-legged on the bed, watching me as I grab my pants. When is your period due? I ask. I hate wearing these things. I hold up the knotted condom and pull on my jeans. She's taken aback. Yeah, because there is a hell of a lot of ways that you could have asked that other than, when is your period due? Not everyone tracks their cycle, and some people have irregular cycles. In fact, most people who menstruate that I have ever spoken to in my life have irregular cycles. I have never met a person who's like, oh, it starts on this day like clockwork. Well, I prod.
Next week.
She answers, her cheeks pink. You need to sort out some contraception. I sit on the bed and slip on my socks and shoes. She says nothing. Do you have a doctor? I ask. She shakes her head.
She's like, this isn't exactly the pillow talk I want after I just came 6 times. But whatever.
Well, once. She came once.
Oh.
It was her 6th time. He's been counting.
Only one time during that? Anyway.
I'm not going to say.
You don't gotta say nothing. I'm just saying. Like,
I am, and I think it couldn't be me.
I'm just over here like, okay, you know, you have someone who's capable of multiple orgasms. And she only comes once.
Sad. Sad and pathetic.
Sad.
Wow.
Like, what are you doing wrong? Everything, apparently.
Was that even a real one, or did she fake it to be done?
Does he even know what a female-bodied person orgasming is like? Does he know what that's like? I don't think he does.
Anyway.
I don't think he knows where the clitoris is.
No, he does know that because it was even mentioned by name.
Well,
as our neighbor walks by the window.
That's why it's a closed window.
Yep. Anyway,
but I don't know. I refuse to believe he knows where the clitoris is. I'm looking at canon and deciding it's wrong. Actually, he doesn't know where the clitoris is.
But yeah. Also, I'm wondering why he's even asking if she has a doctor, because I'm pretty sure that, again, in the contract, very gross.
He's all like, we're gonna choose you a doctor, and you're going to follow the regimen that I want you to follow because I control you now. You're basically my actual slave.
Yeah, like, he literally has a physician that he uses.
Yeah.
But whatever. Again, it's the illusion of control that she has some choice in this.
Yeah.
I can have mine come and see you at your apartment Sunday morning before you come and see me, or he can see you at my place. Which would you prefer? Yeah, again.
Also, a lot of women prefer women doctors for this kind of thing.
I'm sure Dr. Baxter will make a house call for me, although I haven't seen him for a while. Your place, she says. Okay, I'll let you know the time. Are you leaving? She seems surprised that I'm going. Yes. How are you getting back? She asks. Taylor will pick me up. I can drive you. I have a lovely new car.
I'm gonna refresh my water. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going, so...
Yeah, go ahead.
That's better. She's accepting the car as she should, but after all that champagne, she shouldn't be driving. I think you've had too much to drink. If she has had too much to drink for driving, then she has had too much to drink for sex. I hate this man.
Did you get me tipsy on purpose?
Yes.
Why?
Because you overthink everything and you're reticent, like your stepdad. Ew. A drop of wine in you and you start talking, and I need you to communicate honestly with me. No. Otherwise you clam up and I have no idea what you're thinking. In vino veritas. Bessie the hella scooter. And you think you're always honest with me? I endeavor to be.
No, you're not.
No.
You lie by omission all the time.
Also, that's rape. This will only work if we're honest with each other.
I'd like you to stay and use this.
She grabs the other condom and waves it at me.
Manage your expectations, Gray.
I've crossed so many lines here tonight. I have to go. I'll see you on Sunday. I stand up. I'll have the revised contract ready for you, and then we can really start to play. Play? She squeaks. I'd like to do a scene with you, but I won't until you've signed, so I know you're ready. Oh, so I could stretch this out if I don't sign?
Shit! I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, sorry. I hadn't thought of that. Her chin tilts up in defiance.
Topping from the bottom again.
No, that's not what that is. She always finds a way. Well, I suppose you could, but I may crack under the strain. Crack? How? She queries, her eyes alive with curiosity. Could get really ugly, I tease, narrowing my eyes. Ugly how? Her grin matches mine. Oh, you know, explosions, car chases, kidnapping, incarceration. You'd kidnap me? Oh, yes. Hold me against my will? Oh, yes.
Now that's an interesting idea.
And then we're talking TPE 24/7. You've lost me, she says, perplexed and a little breathless. I was trying to read that as like the sexy banter it's meant to be, but it doesn't hit the same as the previous banter because we know that he is capable of doing awful things. He literally just admitted to getting her inebriated in order to take advantage of her.
Yeah.
So it's not the same. Total power exchange around the clock, which is what he's building to the whole time, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just over here like, she has no power in this, though.
Yeah. You know what? I take it back because there is no total power exchange because you are right. She has no power.
Yeah.
So it's not TPE.
It's just coercion.
It's just coercion and extortion. My mind whirls as I think of the possibilities. She's curious. So you have no choice, I add with a playful tone.
No, that's not playful. That's
a threat.
That's a threat.
Clearly. Her tone is sarcastic, and she rolls her eyes to the heavens, perhaps looking for divine inspiration to understand my sense of humor.
Oh, sweet joy.
Bessie the lake monster, did you just roll your eyes at me? No. I think you did. What did I say I'd do to you if you rolled your eyes at me again? My words hang between us as I sit down again on the bed. Come here. For a moment she stares at me, blanching. I haven't signed, she whispers. I told you what I'd do. I'm a man of my word. I'm going to spank you, and then I'm going to fuck you very quick and very hard. Looks like we'll need that condom after all. So she's clearly saying no. Just again, she blanches and says, I haven't signed. That's a no.
Yeah. That's when you back off and say, sorry, I got carried away.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
But this is 50 Shades of Grey, so nope.
He doesn't apologize, and all he does is get carried away.
Will she? Won't she? This is it. Proof of whether she can do this or not. I watch her impassive.
She said no. And this is proof that you can do this.
Actually, it's proof he can't do this.
Well, no. It's proof whether or not he can do this, because he needs to learn how to take no for an answer.
Oh, okay. I understand what you meant.
Yeah.
I watch her impassive, waiting for her to decide. She did. If she says no, she did. It means she's paying lip service to the idea of being my submissive, and that will be it. She hasn't signed.
Yeah, she hasn't signed, dude.
Make the right choice, cross-dresser stork.
She did. No.
She made the right choice for herself. It's not the right choice for you, but it's the right choice for herself.
Her expression is grave, her eyes wide, and I think she's weighing up her decision. Then she doesn't want to do it. I'm waiting, I murmur. I'm not a patient man. Taking a deep breath, she unfurls her legs and crawls toward me, and I hide my relief. Good girl. Now stand up. She does as she's told, and I offer her my hand. She lays the condom on my palm, and I grasp her hand and abruptly pull her over my left knee so that her head, shoulders, and chest are resting on the bed. I drape my right legs over her legs, holding her in place. I've wanted to do this since she asked me if I was gay. Put your hands up.
Oh my God.
I hate this. Put your hands up on either side of your head, I order, and she complies immediately. Why am I doing this, Jester Stork? Because you're an asshole. And again, this is not fun. This is no longer fun and sexy.
Yeah.
We had a moment of fun and sexy, and now it's gone.
Because I rolled my eyes at you,
she says in a hoarse whisper. Do you think that's polite?
No.
Will you do it again?
No.
I will spank you each time you do it. Do you understand? I'm going to savor this moment. It's another first. It's also very DDLG coded. With great care, relishing the deed, I tug down her sweatpants. Her beautiful behind is naked and ready for me. Yeah, because her panties have been disintegrated. I know she hasn't commented on that. As I place my hand on her backside, she tenses every muscle in her body, waiting. Her skin is soft to the touch, and I sweep my palm across both cheeks, fondling each. She has a fine, fine ass, and I'm going to make it pink, like the champagne. Are we all doing okay in the chat? I think it's been a while since we've had any new chats. We all okay? We all good? Lifting my palm, I smack her hard, just above the junction of her thighs. She gasps and tries to rise, but I hold her down with my other hand at the small of her back, and I soothe the area I've just hit with a slow, gentle caress. She stays still, panting, anticipating.
Yes, I'm going to do that again.
I smack her once, twice, 3 times. She grimaces at the pain, her eyes screwed shut, but she doesn't ask me to stop, even though she's squirming beneath me. Would it matter? Would it matter if she asked you to stop? Keep still or I'll spank you for longer, I warn. Yeah, that gives me the idea that it wouldn't matter. I rub her sweet flesh and start again, taking turns. Left cheek, right cheek, middle. She cries out, but she doesn't move her arms, and she still doesn't ask me to stop. Does she know she can ask you to stop?
Probably not. She's just kind of submitted herself to the mortifying reality of whatever the fuck this is.
I'm just getting warmed up. My voice is husky.
Okay.
I smack her again and trace the pink handprint I've left on her skin. Her ass is pinking up nicely. It looks glorious. I smack her once more, and she cries out again. Are you checking in with her? Of course not. No one to hear you, baby. Just me. I spank her over and over, the same pattern. Left cheek, right cheek, middle, and she yelps each time. When I reach 18, I stop. I'm breathless. My palm is stinging, and my cock is rigid. Enough.
You slapped her 18 times in a row in the same spot?
Yeah, that's
kind of excessive, dude.
That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Even if it's just 6 in each spot, that's a lot.
Yeah. Especially for someone who's new to this.
And for rolling her eyes. I stroke her pink... Oh, sorry. I skipped a line. Enough, I rasp, trying to catch my breath. Well done, theater kid stork. Now I'm going to fuck you. I stroke her pink behind gently, round and round, moving down. She's wet, and my body gets harder. Hiroshima hours. I insert two...
Finish Metapod.
I insert 2 fingers into her vagina. Feel this. See how much your body likes this. You're soaking just for me. I slide my fingers in and out, and she groans, her body curling around them with each push and her breathing accelerating. I withdraw them. I want her. Now. Next time, I will get you to count. Now, where's that condom? Grabbing it from beside her head, I ease her gently off my lap and onto the bed, face down. Unzipping my fly, I don't bother to remove my jeans, and I make short work of the foil packet, rolling the condom on quickly and efficiently. I lift her hips until she's kneeling, and her ass, in all its rosy glory, is poised in the air as I stand behind her. I'm going to take you now. You can come, I growl, caressing her behind and grabbing my cock. With one swift thrust, I'm inside her. She moans as I move. In, out, in, out. I pound into her, watching my cock disappear beneath her pink backside. I wish it was disappearing because it was getting cut off.
It's
Her-
like teeth.
Her mouth is open wide, and she grunts and groans with each thrust, her cries getting higher and higher.
Come on, this sex scene could have been an email.
She clenches around me and cries out as she comes, hard. Oh, Mr. Fluffykins. I follow her over the edge as I climax into her and lose all time and perspective. Dude, what?
Okay.
I collapse at her side, pull her on top of me, and wrapping my arms around her, I whisper into her hair, "Oh, baby, welcome to my world." Cringe.
Cringe.
Her weight anchors me, and she makes no attempt to touch my chest. Her eyes are closed, and her breathing is returning to normal. I stroke her hair. It's soft, a rich mahogany, shining in the glow of her bedside light. She smells of cleaning the bathroom's a two-man job, and apples and sex. It's heady. Well done, baby. She's not in tears. She did as she was asked. She's faced every challenge I've thrown at her. She really is quite remarkable. I finger the thin strap of her cheap cotton camisole. Is this what you sleep in? Yes. She sounds drowsy. You should be in silks and satins, you beautiful girl. I'll take you shopping. I like my sweats, she argues. Of course she does. I kiss her hair. We'll see. Closing my eyes, I relax in our quiet moment, a strange contentment warming me, filling me up inside. This feels right.
Too right.
I have to go, I murmur and kiss her forehead. Are you okay? I'm okay, she says, sounding a little subdued. I don't think she is. I think she's mildly in shock.
I think she's experiencing drop.
Yeah, I think she's dropping. Gently, I roll out from underneath her and get up.
And he's gonna leave.
Yep.
Because he's a shitty dom.
Where's your bathroom? I ask, taking off the used condom and zipping up my jeans. Do not drop that on her floor. Down the hall to the left. In the bathroom, I discard the condoms. Oh, thank God. In a trash bin and spy a bottle of baby oil on the shelf. That's what I need. She's dressed when I return, evading my gaze.
Why so shy suddenly?
Because she did not enjoy herself, asshole. I found some baby oil. Let me rub it into your behind. No, I'll be fine, she says, examining her fingers, still avoiding eye contact. Using a cloning crystal to have a threesome, I warn her.
Please just do as you're told.
I sit down behind her and tug down her sweatpants. So again, she said no, and he's doing it anyway. Squirting some baby oil on my hand, I rub it tenderly into her sore ass. She puts her hands on her hips in an obstinate stance, but stays silent. I like my hands on you, I admit out loud to myself. There, I pull her sweatpants up. I'm leaving now. I'll see you out, she says quietly, standing aside. I take her hand and reluctantly let go when we reach the front door. Part of me doesn't want to leave. Don't you have to call Taylor? She asks, her eyes fixed on the zipper of my leather jacket. Taylor's been here since 9. Look at me. Large blue eyes peek up at me through long, dark lashes. You didn't cry. My voice is low.
And you let me spank you. You're amazing.
I feel like she didn't let you, though. I feel like
she said
that's
no, and you
happened.
did it anyway.
And you did it at my birthday. We're getting there.
We're getting
there. We're close. I grab her and kiss her, pouring my gratitude into the kiss and holding her close. Sunday, I whisper, fevered against her lips. I release her abruptly before I'm tempted to ask her if I can stay, which is what she wants you to do. And I head out to where Taylor is waiting in the SUV. Once I'm in the car, I look back, but she's gone. She's probably tired, like me.
Pleasantly tired.
That has to have been the most pleasurable soft limits conversation I've ever had.
Damn, that woman is unexpected.
Closing my eyes, I see her writing me, her head tipped back in ecstasy. Crystal's having allergies. Does not do things half-heartedly. She commits, and to think she had sex for the first time only a week ago.
With me and no one else.
I grin as I stare out the car window, but all I see is my ghostly face reflected in the glass, so I close my eyes and allow myself to daydream. Training her will be fun. Tildy. I think we're nearing the end. We're almost there.
Almost there.
Taylor wakes me from my doze. We're here, Mr. Gray. Thank you, I mumble. I have a meeting in the morning. At the hotel? Yes, video conference. I won't need to be driven. Oh, we're so close. I won't need to be driven anywhere, but I'd like to leave before lunch. What time would you like me to pack? 10:30. Very good, sir. The blackberry you asked for will be delivered to Barrel and Giggles tomorrow. Good. That reminds me. Can you collect her old Beetle tomorrow and dispose of it? I don't want her driving it. Of course. I have a friend who restores vintage cars. He might be interested. I'll deal with it. Will there be anything else? No, thank
Taylor,
you.
can you go commit a crime for me? Yeah, sure, why not?
That's just Tuesday for Taylor. No, thank you. Good night. Good night. I leave Taylor to park the SUV and make my way up to my suite. Opening a bottle of sparkling water from the fridge, I sit down at the desk and switch on my laptop. No urgent emails, but my real purpose is to say goodnight to metal-eating bats. From Christian Grey. Subject, You. By Caroline Kepnes. Date, May 26, 2011, 23:14.
Oh, we're so close. The dead end of the day is nearly there.
We're so close. 2. Magical Dragon Barf. Dear... Oh, are we out of names? Alright, I'm just going to start pulling names from the chat. Dear Distracted by Spider Solitaire. You are quite simply exquisite. The most beautiful, intelligent, witty, and brave woman I've ever met. Take some Advil. This is not a request. And don't drive your Beetle again.
Dude,
I will know.
Dude, you can't even love bomb correctly without fucking hulking out at her.
My head is in my hands.
He like starts off love bombing her and then he's all like, anyway, I'm stealing your car.
The worst to ever do it, ladies and gentlemen.
He really is the worst to ever do it.
I wish we were reading You by Caroline Kepnes. Not a perfect book by any means, but at least it's meant to be unsettling.
Yeah.
Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. She'll probably be asleep, but I keep my laptop open just in case and check email. A few minutes later, her response arrives. Oh boy, I can't wait for him to yell at her for responding. From crocheting and thinking about a much more fun spanking scene I could be writing with my OCs. Subject, flattery. Date, May 26, 2011, 23:20. To Christian Grey. Dear Mr. Grey, flattery will get you nowhere, but since you've been everywhere, the point is moot. I will need to drive my Beetle to a garage so I can sell it, so will not graciously accept any of your nonsense over that. Red wine is always more preferable to Advil. Have to leave now. P.S. Caning is a hard limit for me.
She looked up caning. She's like...
After that spanking experience, now caning is definitely off the table. Good for her.
Yep.
Her opening line makes me laugh out loud.
Oh, baby, I have not been everywhere I want to go with you.
Red wine on top of champagne. Not a clever mix, and caning is off the list. I wonder what else she'll object to as I compose my reply. From Christian Grey. Subject, frustrating women who can't take compliments. Get the fuck out.
You left when she was dropping. She's pissed off at you, and she has every right to be.
Eat my entire ass. Go legally brain dead from asphyxiation while choking on my entire ass. Date, May 26, 2011, 23:26. To... Oop, gotta go make dinner. Dear, roll her eyes to the heavens is certainly a statement. I'm not flattering you. You should go to bed. I accept your addition to the hard limits. Don't drink too much. Taylor will dispose of your car and get a good price for it, too. Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. I hope she's in bed now. From Not Safe for Winnies. Subject, Taylor. Is he the right man for the job? Date, May 26, 2011, 23:40. To Christian Grey. Dear Sir, I am intrigued that you are happy to risk letting your right-hand man drive my car, but not some woman you fuck occasionally. How can I be sure that Taylor is the man to get me the best deal for said car? I have in the past, probably before I met you, been known to drive a hard bargain. Tiddlywinks.
What the hell? Some woman I fuck occasionally?
You've been very clear that she is not anything emotional to you. I have to take a deep breath. Her response irks me. No, infuriates me. How dare she talk about herself like that? As my submissive, she'll be so much more than that. I'll be devoted to her. Does she not realize this? And she has driven a hard bargain with me.
Good God.
Look at all the concessions I've made with regard to the contract. I count to 10, and to calm down, I visualize myself aboard the Grace, my catamaran sailing on the Sound. Flynn would be proud. I respond. From Christian Grey. Subject, careful. Date, May 26, 2011, 23:44. To Austin Land. Dear, wanting to book a trip to Ireland and then realizing how much it would cost. I am assuming it is the red wine talking, and that you've had a very long day, though I am tempted to drive back over there and ensure that you don't sit down for a week rather than an evening. Taylor is ex-army and capable of driving anything from a motorcycle to a Sherman tank. Your car does not present a hazard to him. Now please do not refer to yourself as some woman I fuck occasionally, because quite frankly it makes me mad, and you really wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Christian Grey, CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. I exhale slowly, steadying my heart rate. Who else on earth has the ability to get under my skin like this? Oh, we're almost done, but I do see a question in the chat. Are you typing?
I'm answering it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I saw your fingers moving, and I'm like, he's probably typing out a response.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We can discuss it more in a bit, but...
Yeah, we want to get this done.
Yeah. She doesn't write back immediately. Perhaps she's intimidated by my response. That's a bad thing. I pick up my book, but soon find that I've read the same paragraph 3 times while awaiting her reply. I look up for the umpteenth time. Rum? Holly Wally. Subject, careful yourself. Date, May 26, 2011, 23:57. To Christian Grey. Dear Mr. Grey, I'm not sure I like you anyway, especially at the moment. When your voice is a combination of Lucy Darling, Rarity, and Linda Monroe. I stare at her reply, and all my anger withers and dies, to be replaced by a surge of anxiety. Shit! Wait, sorry. Shit! Is she saying that's it? That's how I would interpret that statement, certainly. And then they're gonna have a fucking email argument, so oh boy. Anyway, next episode we'll be recording offline, and our theme is Pokemon.
Yay!
Oh boy. Okay, and I don't think we have any leftover names to read.
No, we don't.
Nope, okay.
I feel like James only wrote this series to try and make the terrible way he came off in the first... To try to fix the terrible way he came off in the first one. I don't believe he really doesn't like the way she talks about herself. Yeah, like, he feeds off of girls with low self-esteem, otherwise they wouldn't agree to half the shit he wants them to agree to.
Yeah. And also adding on to your response to the question in the chat, which I'm going to just read out for the sake of the listening audience.
Oh, okay.
You know, the people who are folding their laundry and doing the dishes right now. Someone asked, can you confirm what dropping is, just so I know how to write my fictional men ensuring to care for it? Ray responded, dropping is the come down of adrenaline after usually kinky sex. It can be any number of reactions, but usually something like sluggishness, tiredness, sadness. That's why it's it's good to not just fuck off at the end of a scene. And the follow-up question was...
one sec. I'm adding stuff.
Can't wait for the Pokemon theme? Yeah, get in that supporter chat, put some Pokemon names in there. So the follow-up question was, to confirm, does aftercare help with dealing with dropping? Ray says yes, that's what a lot of aftercare is for. Also, DOMs also experience drop. So either partner can drop. It can happen in the middle of a scene. It can happen at the end of a scene.
Yeah, basically it's the come down of adrenaline.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
But either way, that is a big part of aftercare is, making sure that you're taking care of your partner and making sure they're okay and, physically okay. Like, are they injured? If you're doing anything that involves pain, have they had water? Are they comfortable? Do they need to be cleaned? Like, take a shower?
Yeah.
But also emotionally, are they feeling okay? Because... And this is something that gets left out of a lot of sex ed stuff because it's not quote unquote scientific, even though it totally is scientific. Mm-hmm. In addition to adrenaline, during sexual activity, there are a lot of different chemicals being processed in your brain. Mm-hmm. And not everyone reacts to those chemicals the same way. Particularly, some medications can affect how you process those. And, just everyone's different. So...
Yeah, I just wanted to put in a general.
Yeah, adrenaline is the one that I would typically think of, especially with, kinky sex, because it is meant to kind of kick in your fight or flight.
Yeah, specifically for kink, adrenaline is the one that you tend to watch out for when it comes to drops. Like, the more intense something is, the harder your drop is going to be, because once you come down from adrenaline, you kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, and that's why I don't think that E.L. James researched and intended to write Anastasia as if she's dropping, but her behavior reads as that to people who have experienced it. She's becoming subdued, sluggish, she sounds drowsy.
Yeah, she's kind of tense. She doesn't really want to she's like, no, I don't want you to put oil on my butt. I don't want to be touched right now, that kind of thing. It's
it's a very noticeable change in demeanor from a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a drop.
And that's a drop. And yeah. And again, I'm not going to go into detail, but
then don't.
But going into drop does not indicate the quality of your partner. Anyone can experience it in any situation, even if they have had a very fun and pleasurable time, and they had a great scene, and it was an awesome session, and everyone was satisfied. You can still experience drop.
Yeah. Also, notably, a lot of DOMs also experience drop. Yeah. Just because
aftercare is for DOMs too.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone, people forget that drop exists, yes, but they also even more forget that dom drop exists. Because,
it can be very, it can be intense generally.
Cis heteronormative freaking writers tend to be all like, oh yes, the sub is fighting for their life. And the dom is a sadist. And it's sometimes that's the
that can be the dynamic.
That can be the dynamic, but usually not.
And even if it is, the dom, even a sadist dom, can still experience drop. Yep. So, all right. So that was your education for the day. Also, hey, there was 2 or 3 lines of that I didn't hate, but so much more that I did.
So much.
God, that was terrible.
It's still a slog. She's better at writing it, but it's still not good.
Yeah. So we finally made it through chapter 11, our second 50 pages of gray. Hopefully the last time we have a chapter that long.
Please.
But I'm not banking on it.
We are
we're halfway
through this book.
We're halfway through the book.
It feels like a lifetime. Okay, let's see.
We're on page
267.
And remember, 100 of those pages were 2 chapters. Oh my lord. Okay.
Oh god, there's a lot of emails.
There's a lot of emails in the next one.
I mean, at least emails, they like take up a lot of space. Okay, so we're going from 267 to 294 next chapter.
So that's 27 pages and it's mostly emails.
Yeah.
The great thing about emails is that we get to use a lot of names.
Yeah.
So like I said, if you want to add more names to our next reading, become a supporter on Patreon or Ko-fi, and that will give you access to the members exclusive part of our Discord chat, the Rose Garden, where you can suggest silly names. And we have like a special channel where you can go to, and there's a thread in there to put names in. So yeah, it'll be Pokemon names next time. I hope you're looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Day.
Yay!
And yeah, just lots of fun stuff coming up. So thank you for being here. Leave a comment below to let me know.
Oh no.
What?
My birthday dinner is almost 50 pages. The one right before it is like 6 pages long. And then my birthday dinner.
Oh no. Well, I look forward to Carlotta's Stormhawk's PowerPoint to get us through that one. Oh, that's what you should let me know. Okay, leave a comment below to let me know what was your favorite media franchise as a kid
Gargoyles.
that you feel like never got enough attention or credit.
Gargoyles.
And maybe we'll do that as a theme for names or something in a future episode.